a lot of nice people, and it's like one big happy family. And up to today, no matter where you go, they remember you. I certainly made a lot of memories I won't forget, and met a lot of people that I won't forget. My babysitter named me Butch. My mother named me Clarence because her father said he will be named after me, her father. So my grandfather said, name me Clarence, and the babysitter named me Butch. And Butch is one they always use because Clarence sounded kind of odd. Life was tough. I had 7 brothers and sisters. Started working for a guy in the garage, pumping gas, 3.1 gallons for $1. I'll never forget that number. The guy that I worked for had a race car. Well, I was interested in that. So I used to go to the races all the time, helping wrench his race car. Whether I knew nothing or not, I helped. I didn't know nothing really. So then eventually he got out of it and he gave me the race car and I started racing the car. He paid me $6 an hour way back then, and he only charged $12 to the customer. So he knew where all the money went in the race car. So we used to work at his garage at night till 11 o'clock every day of the week, except the day we raced. And he taught me about everything I knew about racing. And he never had any children, so I guess I was his adopted son. We had a fuel tank in the back, which was made out of a beer keg. We had a pump alongside the seat, and we'd pump that old pump going down the straightaway to get pressure in the tank to put the fuel into the carburetors and head down straightaway. And my God, you never thought about it. If you ever broke a line, where was all that fuel going to go? But you didn't think of those things. If you did, you weren't a racer, I guess. To be successful in this kind of business, you got to have the right people. Martin used to pass gas, and so they always called it Little Stinker. And a Little Stinker was a skunk, so that's where the skunk come from. But the number originally come from Agawam down the riverside. He used to run blacktop before he come to the valley, and he got there late when their opening season started, and somebody was already there with the number that he had. So he just took a black piece of tape and put an X through that number, and then it became the X. It painted yellow because Martin used to have a bunch of buses, school buses that they drove, and it was paint stuff that he used to have left over from painting the buses. So that's where the yellow come from. And my brothers were already in the family. None of them really were involved too much in racing. Then it comes along Wayne, and we go to the Cordial Greens racetrack, so we race snowmobiles. And this is how Wayne got into racing. We get over there, and he weren't old enough, so I forged his birth certificate to make him old enough to run the snowmobile. And he says, what do I do now? I said, when you get to the end of the straightaway, turn left. And that was helping him get started, you know.
Knowing my brother, you know, we don't see eye to eye all the time in racing, that's for sure. I don't restart right, I don't race correctly, but I'm still at it.
I always told him he'd never be as good as I was. That's kind of a private joke.
He's the oldest, I'm the youngest, so that's what big brothers do. I give my brother a call, Butch, and I heard he wasn't feeling well, so I could tell by the conversation that he didn't have any spark in his voice. So the more we talked about racing, the better the conversation got. Without my brother, I wouldn't be in the sport to start with. I said, you know what, I'm gonna put the yellow X on the speedway. That should give him a little spark.
It makes you proud. Especially remembering it got somebody else on it that usually never gets recognized in that kind, like Riska, getting his recognition that he should because his name's on the car, my brother's. So it makes it pretty cool. Brings back a lot of memories.
It sparked the older crowd that been around this sport forever. So many fans come in. I was only going to run it for, you know, a month or two and go back to my colors, but there might be a problem if I take that out of here right now. I asked Butch, I said, do you agree that the Yellow X made you who you are? Did Butch Jelley because of the Yellow X? And he said, absolutely. He means everything to me, and I'm sure he means a lot to a lot of people, as I've seen with people coming up with the Yellow X car.
I met a lot of nice people, and it's like one big happy family. And up to today, no matter where you go, they remember you. From somewhere or someplace you've been, as soon as they hear my name, they say, oh, you raced at Lebanon Valley. It surprises you, you know what I mean? It just means a lot to a person to be lucky enough, which I was lucky. You had to be lucky to win a race. And what I did had a lot of luck involved and a lot of help from the right people involved to do what I did. And I had more fun than a barrel of monkeys. My wife has been the biggest help because she right behind me, and she still is. If I don't get this done, I hear about it, and so I have to thank my wife for most of it. I think it gives you more appreciation. It brings you to attention in a hurry. Because you know what I mean? Being sick, and you don't realize people that you've seen sick before, you never pay any attention. This never could happen to me. And then when it does happen to you, it kind of blows your mind, and it kind of gives you a curveball. And you have to do the best you can and make an adjustment. And a good thing for my wife is I'm not too good at making adjustments.
I'm glad it put a spark in to let everybody know, where we came from. I thought that was a good thing, and it turned out to be a lot bigger than I anticipated.